Hello and welcome back to FTL. Let's play a random ship, the Torus. Combat drone, Ion Blast Mark II, Engi ship, 2 Engi crew members, 1 human. I'll customize them later. I don't think the ship is necessarily that fast at killing enemy ships, but at the very least, you gotta love having some Engis. You've gotta love having the Ion Blast because it gets down those shields very quickly. And in theory, if the combat drone fires quote-unquote correctly, it'll take out enemy weapons before they even have a chance of firing. Yay! There go all of our weapons and shields. Luckily, we have Engis on the case. And ideally, if you get lucky, that's what I'm trying to say here, you can have a pretty damn good run. Okay, we, so far, I think got a little bit unlucky on that. And we picked up a flak gun in our first encounter. Never mind, we are set. Like, actually set. Having a flak gun means that as soon as we get a little bit of extra power, we can just use that instead of the Ion Blast. And it also means that, okay, you know what? It also means that in theory, we don't need to worry about drone parts. Having a flak gun this early in the run is amazing. We don't need to spend drone parts if we're not going to take damage. We can upgrade shields, and if the enemy only has beams, we can save drone parts. We can get more guns, because the flak gun is a really good gun. We can get some more guns to go along with it. I like this early flak gun. It would cost 85 scrap for the weapon system upgrade, or 50 scrap for the shields. I think we're gonna go shields first though, because we know that combat drone Ion Blast can get through the first sector. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. I do dislike the repeated missile launchers that we're getting, but you know what? It is what it is. I hope that my drone, okay. My drone got shot down. That's a definite annoyance though, because it means that we cannot, we fucking missed. Cannot do any damage. Oh boy, and then our ions went offline. At least we landed that Ion Blast and the drone hit the shield system. Oh, thank you, drone. That's an Artemis too, so it's 2 damage every time it hits. Please, 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 please. I'm not gonna accept their offer. They're gonna freaking die. I'm gonna kill him because I hate him. You want a crew guy says disposable? We'll make people crew guys. Okay, 15 scrap. We have a breach. All right, disposable account. You're hanging out in the room with no oxygen. You're not Johnny Malone anymore. You're now disposable. In Kirkner. You know, the cheese baron. I hope you guys have fun in the room with no oxygen. Just gonna let you sit there for a minute and think about what you've done. Gotta heal up the medbay, or gotta power up the medbay to heal. You know who's gonna be our pilot? Good old Verity. He's never done me wrong. Just gotta wait for the healing. Verity is correct though. There's that the moments of downtime after combat when you're getting stuff repaired, when you're waiting for the medbay to heal everybody up. You've got that delay after all of your fights. All right, this is scary, obviously. Let's go for weapon ionization, I guess. And then immediately switch over to the flak gun. I have no idea what to do here. Because the enemy shields are gonna go down in a second once the solar flare, or the pulsar hits. So I'm kind of thinking like, and it doesn't matter if our shields are down, they're gonna be down anyways. So I'm thinking like, what if we firing the flak right now. Shields go down, we take their weapons offline, they can't hit us. So we take that little bit of damage right there, but now we're set. My drone got depowered, but it's still active. I had to look at it for a second. I'm like, wait a minute, why is my drone not doing anything? Okay. Yeah, sure, got the job done. We're taking a lot of damage, but that's par for the course right now. We have no way of actually targeting any damage, and by not being able to target damage, we can't take out any enemy weapons, enemy shields, reliably at least. We have to wait for the combat drone to do all of it. Okay. As long as you're not a red shirt. There are never any red shirts on my ship. I'm gonna fight the ship. It's actually a pretty easy ship for us. The Ion Blast Mark II and the drone will take down the enemy shields super quickly. And in theory, my shields come back before the beam hits. Oh, like 1 split second too slow, but in theory it did work out that way. Actually, this is not bad at all. We took 1 point of damage. So why do this instead of delay the rebels by paying the ship? Well, you get 2 jumps out of it, which means you have to make back 25 scrap in 2 jumps, which you can definitely do, but I figure why not just, fight him? So we made 13 scrap in 0 jumps, as opposed to 25 scrap over the course of 2 jumps to even break even, I don't know, I think that was fine. Have I played Hyper Light Drifter? I have not played Hyper Light Drifter before. Greased Piglet, great name. But it's a game that I would like to play at some point because I hear it's fantastic. So we have 69 scrap. I'm gonna get the piloting upgrade, and I know that means we cannot afford the shield upgrade, but I'll get it next. But going into the nebula, I like having piloting to level 2. We'll attack the pirate. You're hoping for giant alien spiders? Only if you have the clone bay, please. Think I might be colorblind? Did I say the wrong color on something? That makes sense. We could make it worth your while. No. There's a small chance you can actually get their cargo by killing them. You want a game where you play the giant alien spiders? You mean Natural Selection 2? We get a stun bomb, which is not useful at all, but it is useful. Buying the next level of shields, very useful. Because now it means we can use the flak gun to kill ships sometimes. Can you select a crew member and tell them to step off the ship? No, but what you can do is space people, if you really want to. Put them in a room with no oxygen. But it's not really spacing, it's just you asphyxiate them. You suffocate them. Yeah, that's what I meant. So unfortunately, this ship has 3 lasers, not 2, so we can't use the flak gun. They're also boarding us, which is a little scary. Engi on Mantis violence is never something you want to see. God damn, that actually sucks. They're gonna flee in a minute, but yeah. But that was still quite annoying. There we go. My god, it took that long for the drone to actually hit the weapon system. This is why I like being able to actually target what the frickin' drone is doing, Okay, we got scrap. Fires are being put out. We're gonna be fine. Asphyxiate isn't that hard of a word to pronounce. Look, sometimes your brain just doesn't want to think of things correctly, or doesn't want to pronounce things correctly. It happens to everybody, don't worry about it. No store. Does the shield prevent the enemy from pew-pewing you? Yes, lasers, like from the, this laser here on the right side of the ship, they take out 1 bar of shields. Beams just bounce right off and don't do any damage unless it's a big beam. Ions take shields offline. Missiles bypass shields. There's rules for all the different weapons. You know? So, I think now we are still going to be using the combat drone, because even though the ship cannot hurt me, they are trying to escape, so I need to do as much damage as quickly as possible, as spread out as possible, to keep their crew busy with repairs. So that's why we're having the combat drone and the ion blast go. Because all we need for the drone to do is hit 3 rooms, and then they have no pilot. You can see the doors opening on the ship. The pilot is walking out of the room to do repairs on the rooms. There we go. My brain dropped frames trying to pronounce it. Exactly. I like that way of explaining it. 49 scrap. We could try to get the next weapon system upgrade. More reactor would be nice. Let's go for 1 bar of reactor power. And then maybe we'll try to save up to 85 and get the flak gun online. Should have probably just looted and destroyed the ship. They're just pirates. Because if you take the first option of trying to help them escape by shooting at the rocks, you can cause some self-damage, which is silly. It's a trap! It's a trap, and they have a missile launcher. So again, I'm gonna go combat drone. Anytime they have a missile launcher, I think we're gonna try the combat drone to kill them as quickly as possible. Again, even though we can't target the weapons room specifically, but we could with a flak gun, I want to kill them quickly, which I think the combat drone is a little bit better at. Okay, that should take out the weapon. The other good thing about the Ion Blast Mark II, of course, is that once you get your weapon personnel leveled up, it'll keep down shields plus another system down, not permanently, but close. Close enough, anyways. You saw a weapon called Vulcan. Vulcan is a really good gun, and it's very rare. I would like to have the Vulcan whenever possible, but it's hard to get. So I think I am gonna go flak here. They have a bomb, but at least the bomb doesn't do any hull damage. And as long as it's not an ion bomb, we're fine. If it's an ion bomb, which it's not, it could cause some issues. You know, because the ion bomb, it could the ion bomb, it could. I should have had the medbay powered up, that was stupid. Take down my shields for like 20 seconds, which is bad. This is another one of those fights in FTL. It's gonna be a long fight, but it's just kind of just due to the ship we're fighting here. They cloak, they can't hurt me. I have a hard time hurting them because I have a flak. It's gonna take a minute. And we keep missing frequently. I could try to use a stun bomb, but I only have 2 bombs. I could use an ion blast combat drone, and it would do the fight faster, but I feel like why bother? You know, we can do this without using drone parts. Yes, it's gonna take a million years, but we can still do it without, you know, spending drone parts. Is that not ideal? But maybe we should take out their cloak now. Is the Vulcan cannon like the Yari launcher? It's more like the Patriot. That's a good way of explaining it. The more it fires, the faster it fires. That's a good way of explaining the Vulcan cannon. Okay, so we get a lot of scrap. Not quite enough to get the Vulcan cannon and the flak gun online at the same time, but we can do that pretty shortly. All we need is 14 more scrap. Then we can upgrade shields, dodge chance, and power a little bit more. Not in that order. I think I probably do want to get the power upgraded before engines. Yeah, demand the surrender of their goods. They're going to try to escape. Good luck. Okay, well, this sucks, but we don't need 2 bars of shields. We can depower that a little bit. Well, probably got smacked. Drone, you've gotta hit some effing shots here at some point, dude. Oxygen's offline, fuck. Get it repaired. Drone, you've got to take some of their weapons offline. That's gonna hit. Okay. FTL is delayed. They might have a fire aboard their ship or something. You know, I might just have to ionize their frickin' weapon system, because the drone ain't doing shit. There we go. We got a fire beam. Dude, we've been picking up a ton of free loot. I love it. And honestly, the fire beam flak cannon might be a really good combination. I think I would like a little bit more defense first, like missile defense. But it could be good. Spidercat Gaming says he doesn't really like offensive drones in FTL. I'm of the same boat. Combat drone is fine. Combat drone Mark II is really good. But they do spread out damage. They don't do targeted damage at all. So fire beam, huh? I mean, in theory, we could do it right now. However, it leaves us vulnerable for quite some time. I do like it though. I think I like this combination. We can always use Ion Blast combat drone whenever we need to. Oh, jettison the pod. I hate it, but let's jettison it. I'm gonna go to the store, but not now. It's a defense drone twitchy mode. I love it. Dock and rescue survivors. We take 4 hull damage. You can sometimes get a crew member from that, I think, but ideally in that encounter you have a rock man. He just wins you that encounter. So we're gonna do a few beacons, hit up the store, repair, sell Engi Medibot, sell the stun missile launcher thing we have, stun bomb launcher. Ugh. This is an Ion Blast combat drone situation, by the way. I hate this. They've got a nasty ion weapon that if it takes down my shields, we're gonna get hit by a lot of asteroids. I'm gonna try to, oh, we dodged the laser, which is great. So I tried to depower my shields when the ions came in, and it actually did work. That was close, though. Didn't take any damage, which is surprising. Let's get the hell out of here. Go back to that distress beacon store. Whew. What is the best weapon? Halberd beam? It shoots halberds at the enemy, killing them instantly. That's a lie. Don't listen to him, he lies. Dangerous strat in the asteroid field? True. Luckily, the timing worked perfectly. It's a trap beacon. This is what I'm talking about with the flak fire beam, though. They can't hurt me, so we can actually take our time. Power up the flak, power up the fire beam. Get you in the sensors room. We can kill the crew. It's only mantises, so this should be an easy kill. And we're gonna get some free loot. We're gonna kill the crew of the ship and not kill the actual ship itself, won't we? Believe it or not. I certainly do believe it. Let's do it like... let's wait for the flak shots to land first, you dingle. Good. Again, you know, this might be a little bit of a longer fight, but it gets the job done. They have no shields. They will slowly suffocate. Well, no, they're gonna slowly burn to death, let's be honest. Every room is on fire. Sorry for the maniacal laughing, you know, it has to happen. We get Grosley. Hey, welcome aboard, Grosley. At least we have a new shield personnel that we can leave on the system forever. Now, let's go to the store. We do need to repair, we need to sell some things. I was kind of hoping we could get some more loot before we had to sell things, but we can sell the stun bomb, Engi Medibot. We could buy hacking, backup battery. None of these are good. I think I'm gonna buy the burst laser though. Burst laser flak gun fire beam can take us for a long time. It's expensive. But it gives us something to spend our money on right now. We can keep using the ion blast for the time being, you know, because we have to upgrade our own weapon systems. Or admittedly, what we could do is just run flak burst fire beam. We have a couple of guns. They get the job done. They're not as good as the combat drone necessarily, but we can kill ships without needing to use drone parts. We can hit their weapon systems. Yeah, let's do it. And if we need to, we can switch over to the fire beam to burn them. Burn them! And we can still use the combat drone. It's not like we can't use the combat drone at all. You know, we probably want to use one on this fight because it is a difficult encounter. So we'll see what happens. Because our weapons are online, we don't have to. Yeah. And in fact, we might be able to burn them. They're getting stuff repaired, but there's only 3 humans aboard. I gotta think that we can probably burn them out. If we start a fire in their weapons room, they can't repair it. They will not be able to repair it. Yeah, that seems pretty good. If you want a basic overview of the game, then watch this video. Bound Hades posts a link to Never Gonna Give You Up, Never Gonna Let You Down, Never Gonna Swing You Around and Desert You. I forget how it goes, but who doesn't know DQW4? You're not fooling me, at least. Although, what does that say about me if I can recognize Rick Astley by the URL? There we go. You don't often burn the crew on a pulsar, but there's 6 fuel, 19 scrap. We can jump and get the hell out of here. You know, I hate to say it, but I think we just do the same thing here. Yes, they have an Engi and a med bay, but we can take that med bay offline very easily, and they only have a single beam weapon. They're gonna board me, but I got a human. I say that like it actually matters. I have a human. You fools, I have a human! You will never defeat me! Not with my human! It's gonna be tricky to take out that med bay, but if we focus it down, have the fire burn in it, we can kill him. We can kill him. Let's take out their shields. Yeah, that should get the job done. Yo, human, I know I'm like touting you as the best thing since sliced bread, but could you actually like put out the fire, please? You seem to be pretty bad at that these days. Yeah, their entire ship is on fire. I mean, what a lovely feeling. Unfortunately, I don't think I can actually like fully kill the crew, but we can try. Just die. He's not gonna die. Ship's gonna blow up. Well, you know, we tried. Oh, we got a fire aboard our ship. Oh, crap. Put it out. We're gonna take a hull damage. Yeah, there it goes. Well, it is what it is. I did not pay attention to that fire at all. In case you couldn't tell. Fire beam seems OP. It's not, because it does no direct damage, and against a ship, oh, I alt-tabbed, accidentally clicked off the screen. Against a ship like this, it has no crew, no oxygen, it's an automatic scout. Fire beam is worthless against this ship. So it's not actually OP. I think I just want to scrap it. I don't really like going up against a, you know, okay, we tried it and it worked out. We got an extra missile out of it, basically, but I figured because we have the flak gun and the burst laser, we can take out the missile launcher with one shot. You know, that doesn't matter at all. So in the end, I'm glad I went for it. Asteroid field. I will go to an asteroid field. I will use my scrap to get one reactor and one engine power. Just so that I have enough that I can power up the combat drone if I need to and, you know, get a little bit more dodge chance. Again, another scout, no reason to have the fire beam. There is a reason to have the combat drone though, which is I want to kill them quickly. Thank you, dodge chance. You just shot Grosley. I have the rudest crew. Alright, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. We didn't take any hull damage. Whenever you can do any fight and you don't take hull damage and you win, it's a good fight. Yeah, we'll attack the slavers. I'm never gonna buy a slaver. Or a slave, I should say. I'm never gonna buy a slaver either. What do I need him for? Let's get the fire beam online. This is gonna be a tricky fight, because I do want to try to kill the crew. We have to take out the weapon system though, so we don't get hit by the missiles. And that didn't do it. We didn't take damage, because we had good dodge, but that didn't do it. This should. We got hit for one. And they should, oh, they've got a Rockman. Ah, oh, crap. Rockman sucks because he doesn't take fire damage, but what we can do is we can take out their O2 system, and by taking out their O2 system, he will suffocate. Asphyxiate? One or the other. So we can still do it, it's just gonna be annoying. Okay. I want to create more fires as well. Like, take out these. Oh, that mantis is dead. Oh, he lived! Okay, Rockman. Oh, the shields are on fire. Oh, don't worry about the oxygen at all. I gotta put out the fire in the shields room. They're gonna give me Debbie. Welcome aboard, Debbie. Debbie the human. I got another human, and I got another human. I got so many humans. I feel like I should be in Futurama saying, I've got so many humans. I've got so many humans, I don't know what to do with them all. Do you have too many humans? Come on down to robots. Humanathorium? That doesn't really work. That doesn't really roll off the tongue as well as I thought it might. Let's go to the next sector. If we can click on the button. Pirate controlled. Alright, fine. You want some crew members? We'll get some crew members. Timer ban, timer bot, and good old bound Hades. All right, let's jump. Surely you won't die aboard this vessel, guys. Don't worry about it. I will absolutely agree to the trade for reactor power for free. Who cares about missiles and drone parts? Oh, this sucks. Boo, boo, boo. It's the worst event in the game. You get nothing. And we get hit by a solar flare, potentially. This isn't the worst event in the game. Oh, right, sorry, that's giant alien spiders. My bad. Gotta go. This is the worst event in the game. Literally nothing. Although I guess the solar flare with the boarding is worse because if you get boarded, you have a chance of just dying. If you get very unlucky, of course. So this is a rock ship. They have a missile launcher, a flak gun, lasers. I think we do want to put out a combat drone because we have extra power. Our engines have been hacked. And I think, honestly, we might just want to do our damnedest to take out their weapons ASAP. We could try to fire beam them, but it's all rock crew members, and they have a clone bay. It's so hard to kill them. I think we just gotta try to, take out their weapons, take out their cloak, take out their shields. The missile launcher is still online, which is the thing I'm really worried about. Oxygen's... Who cares about the oxygen? Actually, who cares about even manning the engine system? It doesn't do anything right now. Good. Their weapons are finally offline. Get out of here, you mantis piece of garbage. Don't want to be boarded by mantises today. I said, no thank you. Okay, they're dead. That was a tricky fight, though. We need missile defense. We need a, defense drone that we can just put out there whenever the enemy ship has missiles. Or cloak. Or, I guess we could have taken the hacking system and then we could hack their weapons or their shields. But I don't want to take, two things that require drone parts, especially when we could just get a defense drone. So distress, or we could go up into the nebula now and then down through distress. But this is a dead end. Let's go nebula path. If we find one of those pirate ships or smuggler ships rather, in a nebula, oh, fuck off. Then in theory, we can kill the crew. Take their cargo. Get some sweet, sweet loot. It's another one of the worst events in the game. You get literally no benefit by being boarded. You just kill some people, kill some dudes. What is Timer Band doing? I think he's on shields. We'll find out in a second. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, you're on shields, Timer Band. Okay, we got 61 scrap. Do we want to spend it? We need a lot of scrap to get the weapon system upgraded. We don't need power though, really. I think we just hold it. I think we sit. We need 125 to get the next weapon online. Having 3 weapons online at the same time would be really nice. But we could also get the 3rd bar of shields or better dodge chance. Or save our money and then maybe try to get a missile defense system of some sort. Wow. The best beacons. Only the best beacons. Only the best. It's a quest beacon. Could be a trap. Could be, you know, oh, we'll repair your hull for free. Ah, thank you. So there is a defense drone. I think we have to buy it. So we're gonna buy it. Everything else that they have is kind of garbage. Backup battery could be kind of nice, but we don't really need the power. And honestly, I'm tempted to sell the ion blast. We have a flak, a burst, and a fire beam. We can only hold 3 weapons at once. Yeah, let's sell the ion blast. It basically paid for most of the defense drone system. We'll heal up. I'm actually gonna heal to full because it's so cheap. Normally I don't do this, but I'm taking the gamble. Oh my fucking god! Stop boarding me! Please! I get no scrap from this. I get nothing. I get no payouts at all from fighting you guys over and over again. Your recommendation is to upgrade the shield so you have more buttons to press. Oh, I like it. Well, as soon as we get scrap from beacons that have events instead of just random ass boarding, you get nothing, you lose. Good day, sir. That is what it feels like. Oh, well, it's like, oh, thanks, game. This is a wonderful event. Wonderful in every sense of the word. Okay, we got free stuff. No hull repair, which is what I didn't want because I just spent my money on hull repair. Sell drone parts for scrap? No thank you, we cannot do that because we need these now for defense against missiles. That's a Vulcan cannon, for anyone curious. The left gun on the enemy ship. It's a big gun, it's a scary gun. But it's also very slow, so we should be fine. I'm gonna try to burn him as well. Good, Vulcan cannon offline, we're not gonna take damage. We're gonna burn them. They have an O2 and a med bay, but we can still do it. We can still do it. It's gonna be tricky, but we can make it happen. They have Engis, which are really good at repairing, but we can still keep them busy, start fires. I mean, they're already, like, all wounded. Wow, no fires! Okay, F off, fire beam. Thought you were supposed to be good. Man, he's getting healed up. I gotta take out the med bay first, I think. I mean, I'm doing damage, you know? It's not like we're not getting some damage dealt. It's just slow. Yeah, they have a med bay. They're getting stuff repaired too quickly. It's unfortunate. I don't think we're gonna kill them. God, they got it repaired so fast. And like even when one of them is wounded, he just runs out of the room with the fire. Lets the other two get the job done. All right, kill them. They deserve death. Let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle skedoodle. I'm sorry I killed them before they used the Vulcan too many times. Sorry, not sorry. Got 61 scrap. 125 is what we need for the gun. Let's try to save up for it. Getting the fire beam with the two weapons would be fantastic. Aid the civilians. You always aid civilians. Here, I think you go fire beam. Yeah, I think you go flak, fire beam, defense drone. We're not going to take out their weapons before they fire the missile launcher, but they only have a missile launcher and a bomb that can hurt me. And they're going to run out of missiles pretty quickly. So we shoot down the missiles. Their bombs. Take out my defense drone. Okay, lovely. We're going to get hit for one. Take out my shields. Okay, get the shields repaired. Bit of a bad luck draw there, but you know what? Here's some fire. Have some fire. Okay, they shot down my defense drone. Game, can I get some better RNG, please? Hey, we dodged. Thank you. If you just complain enough, the game listens. Engines are out. You know what? Just stay where you are. Ah, this is perfect, by the way. So they're dealing with fires. O2's on fire. Medbay's on fire. Good. They can't get this repaired. There's no way they're getting all of the systems repaired. So all we have to do now is wait. Well, start more fires in their weapons room, of course. They're out of missiles. Okay, we're good. What? Do you see that? There is a mantis repairing their medbay. I cannot allow this to happen. This is a travesty. Never mind, he's gonna die. Everything's good in the world. We get an ion blast. A free gun is never something to snuff your nose at. Stub your nose. Is that the phrase? Because it's just money. We can sell it. I'm happy to have it. Thank you for giving me a free gun. Why does that ship look like a crab? The enemy ship? Dude, the mantis ships. I love the, this is a dead end down here, let's be careful. I love the mantis ships. They have such a great look to them, don't they? Sniff your nose at? I don't think that's the phrase. Aid the civilian ship, absolutely. Missile launcher, defense drone. This is actually easier than the last fight because the last fight had a annoying bomb. This fight does not have a bomb. Let's get some people in here to help with the combat. You know what? These humans can get the job done. Let's make sure we kill this mantis. Hey pilot, can you pilot for a minute? Okay. Start some fires. They almost certainly cannot, you know what, let's do it like this. Cannot put out all these fires, especially if they're not focusing on the med bay. That's perfect. Good. And in fact, I'm gonna start fires in their shield rooms. Enemies usually prioritize shields, so if we do this, then their med bay is gonna lose oxygen, eventually, if we take out the O2 system. They're wounded, they can't heal, the medbay's on fire. Their weapons are still active, but we can deal with that in a second. Good, they're dead. Bum 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 bum. Oh, that mantis died. If they weren't pirates, I would care a little bit more, but because they're pirates, I just don't care. Wow, he put out the fire. Almost every square on the enemy ship is on fire right now. There's only 2 that are not on fire, and he's standing in the room. You think we can light every square on fire? I think it's an achievement. I thought the shields were down. The shields were not down. I screwed it up. But hey, we healed up a little bit for free. We killed him, and we have 125 scrap, which means we can get all 3 weapons operational at the same freaking time. How cool is that? It's really nice because it means that I can actually do damage, take out enemy weapons, wait for the fire beam to charge, and then start to burn them up. I like it. There's a store. Unfortunately, we have to go to the store because it's blocking our path, and we have 3 credits, so we cannot buy anything. But hey, it is what it is. So, this is one of those situations where having all weapons online at the same time is nice. I can attack their weapons, ideally take their burst laser offline. Good. And then, the next time I shoot, I will have the fire beam charged and ready to go. We can burn their ship. Once we're done repairing the med bay, we'll take a look. They have humans, they're all wounded, they can't, put out fires when they're dying, so it seems like a pretty good setup for us. We'll keep burning them, and they're dead. They're not gonna try to escape for some reason. Oh, he died, ugh. Oh, he died, oh no, it's only the pilot, Cremedy. Oh, Cremedy, where'd your crew go? Where are you going? To hell! Rebel scum! We get 38 scrap, love it. Maybe we can do something at the shop, I don't know. Anti-drone is nice, don't need hacking. Now that we have the defense drone, we have missile defense. Getting more crew members could be nice, but we can't afford them. Well, we can if we sell the Ion Blast. But I'm not going to. I'm not gonna buy crew. What I'm actually gonna do is get reactor power. This way I can actually have defense drone, weapons, shields, and engines fully powered at all times. I have a pyromania boner in FTL. Well, you're not wrong. Attack the ship. Attack! Engage! Oh, fuck you. I hate the mantis boarding in my piloting room. I'm not even gonna shoot him. No. Out. In. There we go. They have the bomb online. It missed. Okay, we'll heal up. So, I have to wonder, what are they doing? They're doing the same thing that they did last time. Got their weapon system repaired, completely neglecting every other system on board their ship, and they're gonna pay the price for that. They're gonna get their weapon system repaired, it seems like. Nah, you know what, I want you there. Save station. They're gonna get their weapons repaired, but they can't get anything else repaired, so they're dead. Sometimes you gotta focus on yourself before you focus on the enemy. Sometimes the best defense is not a best offense. Sometimes the best defense is, hey, let's put out this fire. I can't live without O2. Burst. And then fire. Oh, I hate the look of the Engi slowly disintegrating as he dies. You just sneezed and your glasses fell off, says a milk jug. How hard do you sneeze? How violent do you shake your head? Oh, their shields are online. Just like this. We're not gonna kill him. Oh, we're gonna kill him. We're just not gonna blow up the ship. Okay, 41 scrap. Move on. That's a big missile launcher. In theory, there is a chance that we can take this missile launcher offline before it fires, but we need to be aware that we can just put out a defense turret at any point in time to keep us safe. In fact, we're gonna do it. I'm just gonna put out a defense turn right now and not worry about it, you know? Why even worry about it when we can just put out a drone and we're perfectly safe, you know? Let's get the medbay powered up. We'll take a look. Take a look, it's in a book. Burning Mantis. Burning Mantis. It's like Burning Man, but it's Burning Mantis. Nah, get out of the room. Oh, they got the medbay repaired. Oh, but then they left the medbay room. Oh, fantastic. Now, it's highly likely that the ship is going to be destroyed because we did so much hull damage. You know, live and learn. We can't do this much hull damage in the future. So, I mean, okay, they're dead. We picked up their missile launcher, though. Doesn't happen that often. Hermes missile launcher does 3 damage, requires 3 power. You know what it's not, though? A burst laser flak gun fire beam combo. So we're probably gonna sell it, honestly. That being said, we do need better weapons for the future. Like, oh my god, that's a lot of mantises. For right now, we're actually kind of set, but in the future, we're gonna need better guns. I don't think a Hermes missile launcher is what we're gonna need, though. I think we're gonna need something bigger and better, you know? Is 3 Vulcans possible? No, you can only get 2 at max. Vulcans require 4 power, you can only have at most 8. So, you know, flat gun, burst laser, fire beam, these all require 2 power, so they can manage. It's also just very rare to get. I've only ever had 2 Vulcan cannons once, and I only got the 2nd Vulcan cannon right before the end of the game, so it's very rare. Attack and escape. I want combat. I'm good at combat. Now these guys have a clone bay. The thing about the clone bays is actually pretty easy to get through. We just start a fire in it and then they die when they spawn. And then they don't spawn anymore. So, you know, I'm not too worried about it. The most important thing for us to do right now is probably just like, yeah, take out their systems. Hate that I didn't kill him, but I need to heal. My crew did not come back to life. Their crew comes back to life. Oh, they broke it! You fuckers. They did 1 point of damage. Their ship is also grossly on fire. I do like enemy ships that are on fire. So we'll keep the fire spreading. Keep the fire rolling. Oh my lord, look at that, it's beautiful. Their ship is now grossly incandescent, that's right. Grossly on fire. Nah. You're not gonna charge your FTL, I'm sorry. Oh, Bill, O2. My ship was about to frickin' burn up.